Alright guys, it is Saturday night again. Christmas is right around the corner, but I am not quite ready to let go of the spooky. As you can see, I have not changed anything in this room yet. We still have Ghostface up back here. We still have Hubie Halloween and the Halloween 3 masks up back there. We still have all the horror movies out. We still got pumpkins and hay bales. I have eaten most of the candy, but we do have some popcorn left. Very soon though, just like I did with Halloween, I will be doing a complete Christmas makeover in this room down here. I have all new posters coming. I just made a life-size Ralphie, the pink nightmare, Ralphie in a bunny suit from A Christmas Story. If you haven't seen that video and you want to check it out, you can go over to the main channel, That Nate Guy on YouTube. That video is available right now. But while I was doing that, I couldn't help but kind of slide into the Christmas spirit a little bit, so I started looking back at my videos to see what we've done for Saturday Night Snack and a Movie Christmas in the past. And when I came across the Grinch episode where we made green fudge, I couldn't help but think, man, that would be awesome again. That was delicious. It was such a fun snack, and it looks cool too. It's green fudge with red hearts. So here's what I thought we would do tonight. I thought we would kind of mix it up a little bit. We are going to make green Grinch fudge. But for the movie, we are not going to watch the Grinch. We're going to watch The Mean One. This movie is a horror version of The Grinch. Now, I wouldn't recommend this for kids. It's more of like a horror comedy, but I figured it would be perfect for tonight since we're kind of in that limbo period between Halloween and Christmas. So I'm honestly not sure where you can get the Blu-ray. I made this up just to be able to show you what we're going to watch, but as you can see on the TV behind me, it is available to stream on a few of the platforms. I haven't been able to find it free anywhere, but if we hit watch options here, you can see that it's available to rent on Apple TV, Stars, DirecTV Stream, Sling, Fandango, and Prime Video. $10 on Prime, $10 on Fandango. I'm not sure how much on Sling. Apparently you have to have a subscription. Same with DirecTV, same with Stars. Although I believe right now you can do a free trial period on Stars and watch it for free and then just cancel. Or if you have Apple TV, you can watch it for $4.99. It looks like you can watch it on YouTube as well. This is just the trailer playing back here. Unfortunately, I can't show you much of that or else I will get a copyright strike. But again, it is a horror movie based on The Grinch. It's called The Mean One, and it's what we're watching tonight. So if you've seen the Grinch episode we did last year where we made this green fudge, this is going to be familiar to you, and you get to enjoy it all over again. If you haven't seen it, you are in for a treat. And if any of you make it, I want to see pictures of it over on the Facebook page, That Nate Guys and Gals. Let's get to it. Okay, we need gel food coloring, but we need neon green. So this is neon, and it says it needs to be oil-based instead of water. I don't see anywhere on here where it says whether it's water or oil-based, but it's the only neon green food coloring they have, so we're gonna get it. I don't see any red heart sprinkles anywhere here, but that doesn't necessarily mean they don't have it. They have tons of sprinkles over here in this section, so we might get lucky, or we might not. We do need white chocolate chips, so we're going to get these Ghirardelli because I know they are absolutely delicious. Pretty sure we have some of this vanilla extract at home, but we're going to get some just in case. And I think we just have Himalayan pink salt at home, so we're going to get some regular salt here. Here's our condensed milk right here. We're going to go ahead and get 2 of these because I honestly don't remember how much we need. We also need some unsalted butter, so I think we're going to go with the Great Value here just because it's cheaper. So it looks like we got everything except the red heart sprinkles. So now the mission is strictly to find some kind of candy or something that's shaped like little hearts. Man, what a bummer. I thought I found them for a second. These are cinnamon bears. Cherry juju coins. Cinnamon imperials. If we could find something like this that was shaped like hearts, it'd be perfect. See, this is why it's best at each holiday to pick up the unique things you find. Like at Valentine's Day, we would find these things all over the store. Let's just check this clearance section over here just for the heck of it, because you never No. Yeah, I don't see anything over here. Sometimes they have a lot of different sprinkles and things, but not today. I thought maybe over here in the craft section among the wedding supplies, they would have some kind of heart-shaped candies or sprinkles or something like that, but surprisingly, they don't. What the heck, man? They have everything else here. Rainbows, mermaid tails, gold stars, even dinosaurs and little bees, which are pretty cool, but no hearts. I really didn't want to mess with something like this, but I guess worst case scenario, I could get some fondant. It's edible, it's flavored like vanilla, and we could just shape it like hearts. Guys, this is so frustrating. There's a billion different kinds of sprinkles here, but not one of these has hearts in them. We got snowflakes, stockings, I don't even know what that is, candy canes, different colored lights. There's all kinds of different things over here, more sprinkles, more things over here. I thought this was hearts, but it's actually bow ties, those right there. There's even these little decoration things here. It's little carrots and stones for snowman eyes and noses, which is pretty dang cool, but it's not hearts. You would think that somewhere among all this shaped candy there would be some hearts, but look at this. They even have Sweet Tarts Merry Mix that has snowmen and trees and bells that look like the Taco Bell bell. Alright, I found the hearts, but I actually had to go somewhere else to get them. I gotta drive all the way to Canton to the Michael's Craft Store to get them. So what we're gonna do is use a recipe that I found on a website called Simplistically Living. There's a lot of options on here when you search for Grinch fudge, and this one looked absolutely delicious. It says easy 6-ingredient Grinch fudge recipe, and the pictures looked absolutely awesome. I mean, look at that. Does that not look absolutely delicious for an awesome Grinch Who Stole Christmas movie night? Now, the hearts that we're going to use are a little bit different than what's on here. I wanted some that would be easier to eat with the fudge. These look like you'd actually have to pry them out before you eat the fudge. So using this recipe, let's get down to making our fudge. So the ingredients we need: classic white chocolate chips. Now, they don't have to be Ghirardelli. I just think those are delicious. We need pure vanilla extract. We need condensed milk. I like Eagle brand. Unsalted sweet cream butter. Now, I honestly don't know why it needs to be unsalted, but sometimes when you're melting chocolate and mixing things with it, certain things will cause it to harden up. So that's why I went ahead and followed the directions and got the unsalted butter. Then we need gel food coloring. Now, the recipe says it needs to be oil-based. I didn't see anything on this box here at all that says anything about it being water or oil-based. But apparently, if it's water-based, that's one of the things that can interfere with that melting chocolate. We also need salt, and the final ingredient is these little heart-shaped candies. Now, these are the ones that I ended up having to go to Michael's Craft Store for. You can see there's tiny little pink ones in there, but the red ones are the ones that we're going to use. Now, the first thing it wants us to do is put some tin foil inside a 9x9 baking dish. We don't have a 9x9. I should have thought of that before. All we have is a 9x13, so this is probably going to be some pretty thin fudge. Of course, this isn't getting baked. It's just going either in the fridge or sitting out on the counter. So I'm going to use this to create a smaller area there. And there we go. You see how that works? Now he goes and fetches the duck. Avocado spray. Doesn't have to be avocado. Just some kind of a oil spray so that it doesn't stick. All right, next we're going to prepare our condensed milk. Wow, that's thick. Oh my gosh. Wow, that is really thick. Butter and a pinch of salt. Get that mixed up a little bit. The butter has to be softened so that it will actually mix in with this and then melt very quickly, in the melted chips, because it thickens up those chips and you still need to be able to pour it into the pan. Wow, that's like caramel. So the one thing I'm going to change with this is this vanilla extract. I'm not going to use it. The recipe basically says if you wanted to give it a little bit more of a vanilla taste, to use some kind of a vanilla extract. But this stuff is kind of like a brown in color, and it says that it will change the color of the fudge. And I want this stuff to be bright green, so I'm not even going to mess with the vanilla extract. What you could use if you wanted that vanilla flavoring is something like this. This is actually coconut flavoring, but you can see how it's perfectly clear, so that would not interfere with the coloring that we're going to add in here. But I certainly do not want it to taste like coconut. Now we also want to make sure that we have our gel food coloring prepared. How the heck do you get this open? That's exactly why you want to have it prepared. Because you have to mix it to the melted chips and this mixture before it hardens. So basically you have to have everything prepared. Oh my gosh, I can't even get this open. You have to have everything prepared for when those chips come out of the microwave melted, so that you can pour this stuff in there, add the food coloring, and mix it up and pour it into your pan before that chocolate hardens. There we go, neon green. Make sure we don't need to cut off the tip or anything. So that is ready to roll. Now, just to be a little bit better prepared even, I'm going to use a fork and whip this up a little bit more just to get that butter chopped up a little bit more in there, because we don't want chunks of butter in our fudge. Now, the next step is to take our white chips, put them in a microwave-safe bowl, and melt them in the microwave. So we're going to use the whole bag, just pour them right in there. And the way that you do this is that you microwave this in 30-second increments. And in between each, as it comes out, you mix it up, stick it back in for another 30 seconds until it's all melted. Yeah, the first time it's barely melted, there's still chips there. You just mix them up a little bit to even out the chips. Stick them right back in. Another 30 seconds, and you do that over and over until they're melted and ready to mix the other stuff in. And we're going to get our dish ready here to pour it in once it's done and mixed with the other stuff. This could be the last time here, and that's only 3 times at 30 seconds. It is getting kind of hot, so yeah, there you go. You see how that's completely melted there? Now we're going to mix this stuff with it, and you got to work fast here because this will thicken up that chocolate. Mix that up good. Yeah, it's getting thicker real quick. See how thick that gets? Now it does say you can stick that back in the microwave for another 30 seconds if you need to. So we're going to go ahead and do that. About 15 seconds is good enough. There we go. Add in our green. It says 7 to 8 drops, but I just gave it a big long squeeze because gel does not drop. Here we go. We can see it turning green. How cool is that? Go back to our spatula here. And now we're just going to pour it in here. Shake that up a little bit. There's your fudge. Now we got to let that dry. But the last thing we need to do before we let it harden up is to put our hearts on. And we want to use the big hearts. So just going to pour some of these out here so we can get them easily. And once again, you can see how much bigger the red ones are than the pink ones. And we're just going to take each heart and place it right on top of the fudge, right where it would be about in the corner for each piece of fudge. And there we go. Now, if you want to do what we were talking about earlier with adding the little tiny pink hearts on top of the red hearts, then you can use some writing icing. So we're just going to squeeze a tiny, tiny bit onto the heart and then take the little pink heart and put it right on there. Okay. I don't know, I think it looks cool, but I think I like it better with just the red hearts. So anyway, there's our fudge to this point. Now all we have to do is either put it in the fridge for like 3 hours, or you can leave it set out for 6 to 8 hours. All right, so it's been about 3 hours. Let's check on our fudge here. Oh, yeah. That is looking so good. Let's get that thing out of there. Let's go ahead and pull it out of there. And that way we can just use a pizza cutter Okay, that turned out awesome, guys. Here's a piece that has both hearts on it, and here's a piece with just the red heart. Personally, I like that one the best. And all that's left is the taste test. Oh my gosh, that is so good. Grinch fudge for the win. And it wouldn't be awesome movie night if we didn't order pizza and JoJo's. Oh, yeah. If you've never had JoJo's, so delicious.